Welcome to Toys R Us for Adults. The Summit showroom in Arlington is definitely one of my favorite shops to go to. They have limitless things to look at. Need a motor? They have like 8 of them already completely built on the showroom. Or you can grab one of the many different options there are for power upgrades, such as superchargers, turbos, nitrous, and many more. Guess these are for the Ford guys. Need a transmission, cover gear, winches. We have a mess to clean up, but it is time for some open heart surgery. We got the camshaft in for the Squarebody. It's the thumper cam. We got a couple of gaskets. And we got a couple of gaskets. Now we just have to clean up our big old mess from exploding this engine. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, now that we got this thing all cleaned up, it's a new morning, fresh start. Let's get to work. Alright, so this is what I picked up. A comp cam 54 700-11. It's a thumper cam. It's supposed to be fine for a stock LS. Then I got a timing cover seal, and I got valve cover seals just to be safe. And of course, the old gathers. So we just need to take pretty much everything in this area off, pull the radiator. So I'm thinking first things first, we'll get a siphon and siphon the radiator out as much as possible. Let's go. We got ourselves a siphon hose hooked up. I'm just trying to minimize how much I get on the ground, really. body here, we can minimize how much we have to take off. We for sure have to get the water pump off, and we for sure have to get the crank pulley off. But I don't know for sure if that means we will have to pull the alternator, power steering pump, because that bracket over there might be pretty snug. But I'm thinking we can avoid that. Pull power steering pump, pull the water pump, set it off to the side, take the belt off, pull the crank pulley, and then we should be able to get to the timing cover. Took spark plugs out, pulled the coil packs, pulled the valve covers off, loosened the rockers that were free, rotated the engine, loosened the other ones, pulled the rocker trays out, both sides, and then I set the push rods up out of the way. I have a puller, but I don't have the right one, so I'm going to go grab some lunch, and then we'll pull the harmonic balancer, and we'll be back at it again. I got a puller. Had to get this out of one of my other puller kits to push off with. Pull the harmonic balancer, pull the timing cover off, and now we're on to the good stuff. So we're gonna rotate this thing a couple times, and then line everything up to TDC, pop the bolts on the cam, pull the cam retaining plate off. That should be it. cams back in, the comp cam 54700-11. The old cam's out. I don't see anything on it, so that's good. Nothing weird going on. So we're going to button that one up, throw it back in the box. Maybe somebody will buy it, maybe not. Take me a little break and then we'll finish buttoning everything back together. New cams in. I used Royal Purple synthetic Max Tough. I don't know, some kind of builder oil, hopefully. Alright, now we're going to those rocker arms back in, and then maybe y'all can see right there, push rods go in the hole. Alright, after we got the rockers and push rods reinstalled, put the valve covers back on, 106 inch pounds on the deal. Then I'm gonna throw my cover back on. I was glancing, so I want to put this vacuum ball back in the truck somewhere, and so I pulled the cover off to see what I got going back there. So maybe I can tie into there, hook it up to the vacuum ball. Maybe that could cure or increase some of it. Same thing happened on this side. I have tightened up radiator hoses both sides. I tightened up the heater core hoses. I tightened up the vent line on the back of the water pump. Belts are all on. I hooked up my electric fans, both sides. So yeah, I think now we gotta put spark plugs in, coil pack rail, and then cross our fingers and fire her up. Let's break this cam in. We got get it 2,000 RPMs, 2,500 for 30 minutes. Well, that's it for the wrenching on this one. We got the cam swapped out. We still are gonna have to change out the high pressure switch for the AC. But as of right now, the truck is sitting at ET Elite, a shop south of Tyler on 155. They're the ones that did the original tune on the other one. We'll see. They said something to the effect of, well, they may have to buy the credits again to do another tune. That sounds a little questionable to me, but if they do, the work will cost $450. At that point, I think I can just buy my own HP tuner Not that I have any knowledge on it, so if that ends up being the case, then I guess we'll learn it together. The truck did run. It seemed to run pretty well once it got above 2,500 RPMs. Shift points were horrendous, and coming off idle, kind of had a knock to it. So obviously, I'm nice and concerned that something's wrong with the work that I did. I don't think I did anything wrong, but being that I had the wrong cam in there originally, obviously I could have made a poor choice in cam selection, or you know, pick your poison, whatever it might have been that I did wrong. So I did not see any leaks, so I think we did that part pretty well. I just followed all torque specs, and that, you know, worked pretty well for me the first time. I didn't have any leaks on the motor, so we'll just keep doing that. That seems to be the ticket. Thank y'all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time with a tuned truck that works well, or we'll see you next time with me buying a tuner. Talk to you later.